From entering the professional world at the young age of 15, because his coaches could not find anyone his age, to be at par with his boxing brilliance, to becoming the only boxer in history to be a unified champion. Canelo Alvarez has had a journey full of successes. Being the youngest of 8 children, 7 of whom took up boxing professionally, it was only fitting that Alvarez trod down the same path as well. But little did anyone know that this youngest of the lot would go on to become one of the finest this sport has ever seen. He is a pound-for-pound king. Not many have experienced the honor of triumphing over him in their careers. Even those more experienced and aged boxers than him had to endure crushing defeats at his hands. But there is more to him than mere dominance in the ring. So, boxing enthusiasts, assemble. Prepare to enter the ring for a deep dive into the life and career of Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed king of super middleweight boxing and a true legend of the sport. Today, we'll shadowbox through his incredible journey from his amateur days to his reign as a champion and peek behind the curtain at the extravagant lifestyle he's cultivated. Life and career. Raised on a farm on the outskirts of Guadalajara, Mexico, his family moved around a bit, but Jalisco always felt like home to him. Canelo learned to ride horses like a champ, a skill that stuck with him even after he traded reins for gloves. Boxing wasn't always the plan. It all started when his older brother, Rigoberto, stepped into the ring as a pro. Canelo watched, wide-eyed, and knew that's where he belonged. By 13, he was lacing up his own gloves, and by 15, he was a national champion. His amateur career was a blaze of glory, with 44 wins and only 2 losses. A fiery taste of the champion he would become. Turning pro felt like a natural next step. The first half of his professional career was impressive, but not unusual for such a talented young fighter. In his first year and a half, he blasted through 11 out of 13 opponents, most of whom were seasoned veterans way past their prime. Canelo didn't stop there. He moved up to light middleweight, claiming the WBC silver title in 2010. That year, he also did something no one had done before. He knocked out the iron-chinned Carlos Baldomir. Victories and title defenses piled up, with Canelo eventually defeating Austin Trout in 2013. But that same year, he faced his first major setback, which was his first professional loss to the legendary boxer Floyd Mayweather. But Canelo did not dwell on the defeat and bounced back strong, racking up wins against Alfredo Angulo and the legendary Miguel Cotto in 2015. This victory cemented his champion status, adding the WBC, ring, and lineal middleweight titles to his collection. He even defended these titles with a stunning knockout against Amir Khan. In 2016, Canelo dropped weight for a new challenge, which was Liam Smith's WBO light middleweight title. A single, devastating body blow secured him the win. After lengthy negotiations, he faced Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and emerged victorious via unanimous decision. This win set the stage for a fight fans had been clamoring for a Canelo versus Golovkin fight forever. Talks for the Golovkin fight dragged on for years. The first meeting in 2017 ended in a controversial split decision, a draw that left everyone wanting more. A rematch was inevitable, but a positive drug test for Canelo put things on hold. In a strange turn of events, Golovkin also lost his title. Despite the setbacks, the Canelo-Golovkin rematch remained a priority. Finally, after more negotiations, it happened in 2018. This time, there was no stalemate. The fight ended in a result, and Canelo was declared the champion. Although the decision was controversial, with many believing Golovkin deserved the victory, Canelo's journey continued with a super middleweight win, followed by a return to middleweight to defeat Daniel Jacobs. But his ambition knew no bounds. He defied expectations by jumping 2 weight classes and defeating Sergey Kovalev at light heavyweight in 2019. Knockouts and victories were becoming mainstream for the Mexican boxer now. His career record only had 1 blemish of defeat. However, another came soon. He signed a 2-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing and returned to light heavyweight to fight Dimitri Bivol. In a surprising upset, Bivol won by unanimous decision, handing Alvarez his second professional loss. Despite some controversy over the judges' scorecards, most agreed that Bivol deserved the victory. Alvarez initially disagreed, but later acknowledged the loss and expressed interest in a rematch. However, Canelo Alvarez switched gears as he went on to face Golovkin in a super middleweight trilogy instead of a Bivol rematch. The fight turned personal, with Canelo calling Golovkin a fake nice guy and relishing the weight he imposed. Canelo ultimately won via unanimous decision. Net worth: Canelo Alvarez isn't just a knockout artist in the ring, he's a shrewd businessman who's amassed a net worth of around $250 million. His financial prowess shows in the way he negotiates deals and fights for his 8-figure paydays. Big contracts are a key part of the equation, with a massive $365 million deal with DAZN and Golden Boy in 2018, though it ended with a lawsuit and his departure. He currently has a deal with DAZN, and individual fights can easily land him over $40 million. The highly anticipated trilogy with Gennady Golovkin proved particularly lucrative, bringing in $40 million for the first fight, $30 million for the rematch, and a whopping $45 million for the trilogy fight, with his total earnings reportedly reaching $100 million after factoring in PPV sales. Even endorsements add to his millions. While the exact figures are not always public, Forbes estimates his deals with major brands like Under Armour, Tecate, Everlast, and even Dolce & Gabbana bring in around $10 million annually. Canelo's financial success isn't just about landing big fights. He's shown a willingness to walk away from contracts he feels aren't in his best interest and negotiates fiercely to secure the best deals possible. Business empire. Beyond the ring, Canelo is a business mogul. His empire includes Canelo Energy gas stations, upper convenience stores, a clothing line, and a fitness app. In 2023, he expanded into beverages with VMC tequila cocktails and Yauka sports drinks. Unlike many athletes, Canelo is picky with endorsements, with his main deal being a $2 million annual contract with Anheuser-Busch. Lifestyle. Canelo Alvarez isn't just a champion in the ring. He's a champion collector in his garage too. His impressive car collection boasts some of the world's most coveted supercars, including a Bugatti Chiron, one of only 500 ever made, and a head-turning red LaFerrari. The estimated total value of his fleet is more than £10 million. While Canelo values his privacy, glimpses into his life of luxury have emerged through his real estate. His previous mansion in San Diego was a sprawling 12,000 square foot estate with ocean views, a game room, and a massive library. Sold for a reported £6 million, it offered a peek into the opulent world of this boxing superstar. Scandal. Canelo Alvarez's success story isn't without its dark chapters. In 2018, a positive drug test for clenbuterol raised questions about performance enhancement and resulted in a suspension. That same year, his relationship with longtime promoter Golden Boy Promotions soured, leading to a lawsuit over disagreements about opponents and payouts. Canelo eventually parted ways with them, becoming a free agent. Whispers of controversy also followed the construction of his Guadalajara mansion, with some reports alleging ties to businesses linked to organized crime. And of course, boxing is a sport steeped in judging subjectivity. Several of Canelo's victories, especially the first two against Golovkin, were marred by close and disputed decisions, sparking accusations of preferential treatment from judges. These scandals haven't completely erased Canelo's shine, but they do add a layer of complexity to the boxing champion's narrative. So there you have it, fight fans! Canelo Alvarez is a force to be reckoned with both inside and outside the ring. From his incessant rise as a teenager to his shrewd business ventures and knockout power, Canelo's story is far from over. Will he conquer even more weight divisions? Will he silence his doubters with undeniable victories? One thing's for sure, Canelo Alvarez will keep us glued to our screens, waiting for the next chapter in his legendary boxing career. Don't let the veteran label fool you. Canelo's youthful energy for boxing means we can expect him to be part of some truly unforgettable fights before he hangs up his gloves. Stay tuned and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more epic fighter breakdowns.